Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm fine.
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine too. Thanks for asking. Before we, who is absent today?
Sandy, Miss.
Cindy, where is he?
No information.
Oh, I see. Okay, before we start the lesson today, let's pray together. Pray, begin. Okay, finish. Okay, I will share PPT to you. Okay, what do you see in the picture?
A lion.
Lion.
Lion. He is trapped.
Only the lion?
The mouse.
Mouse.
Yes, the mouse. What are they doing in the picture?
The mouse help the lion.
Mouse help the lion.
Okay, good. Usually we find this kind of story. What we call the kind of the story?
Fable.
Fable.
Yeah, fable. All right. So today we will learn about fables. Okay. First, please listen to the record. I will play the record now.
The Lion and the Mouse. A lion lay asleep in the forest, his great head resting on his paws. It ran across the lion's nose. Roused from his nap, the lion laid his huge paw angrily on the tiny creature to kill her. "Spare me," begged the poor mouse. "Please let me go and someday I will surely repay you." The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him. But he was generous and finally let the mouse go. Some days later, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his angry roaring. The mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion struggling in the net. Running to one of the great ropes that bound him, she gnawed it until it parted, and soon the lion was free. "You laughed when I said I would repay you," said the mouse. "Now you see that even a mouse can help a lion."
Okay, from the record, can you do you know what is it about?
About lion.
About a lion. Yes.
About lion who is helped by a mouse after mocking the mouse.
Yes. What's the moral value of the story?
Jangan sombong.
Don't be arrogant.
Yes. Please. Can you repeat?
Don't be arrogant.
Yes. Now that we have listened to a record about fable, do you guys know what fable is?
a story that entertain the readers.
Yes, very good. Okay, now that we have listened to a record about Fable, do you guys know what Fable is?
Hmm, kind of narrative text.
Yes, very good. What is Fable? Fable is one kind of narrative text. And what's the purpose of Fable? It is to entertain the listener or reader about a story or a past story related to real experiences, imaginations, or complicated events that lead to a crisis, which is in the orientation, complication, and
Reorientation.
resolution. Yes, very good. And what's the characteristics of Fable? First, it's using past tense like verb to such as killed, drunk, etc. And using adverb of time. Once upon a time, one day, etc. It also use time conjunction like when, then, suddenly, etc. Then Fable use specific character. The character of the story is specific, not general, like Cinderella, Snow White, Alibaba, etc. It use action verbs, a verb that shows an action, like killed, dug, walk, etc. And it use direct speech. It is to make the story lively. Okay, I will play another record of a fable. The title is Belling the Cat. Please listen to the record carefully.
The cat. The mice once called a meeting to decide on a plan to free themselves of their enemy, the cat. At least they wished to find some way of knowing when she was coming, so they might have time to run away. Indeed, something had to be done, for they lived in such constant fear of her claws that they hardly dared stir from their dens by night or day. Many plans were discussed, but none of them was thought good enough. At last a very young mouse got up and said, "I have a plan that seems very simple, but I know it will be successful. All we have to do is to hang a bell about the cat's neck. When we hear the bell ringing, we will know immediately that our enemy is coming." All the mice were much surprised that they had not thought of such a plan before. But in the midst of the rejoicing over their good fortune, an old mouse arose and said, "I will say that the plan of the young mouse is very good. But let me ask one question, who will bell the cat?"
Okay, I will play. Okay, I will play the record once more again. But gini katakanlah anunya, teksnya.
Setan.
Katakan. And now I will play the record once more again, but please you guys fill in the blank that is in the text. Okay, we'll play the record now.
The Fox and the Grapes. A fox once.
The Lion and the Mouse.
Belling the cat. The mice once called a meeting to decide on a plan to free themselves of their enemy, the cat. At least they wished to find some way of knowing when she was coming, so they might have time to run away. Indeed, something had to be done, for they lived in such constant fear of her claws that they hardly dared stir from their dens.
Have you done, guys?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, we will discuss about the answer. For the first blank, what might be the answer?
To free themselves in their enemy, the cat.
Oh, all right. Yes, it's true. And the second one, what's the answer? For the second blank, what might be the answer, guys?
Hang a bell about the cat's neck.
All right. That's all right. That's correct. Yes. And the last one, what might be the answer?
Who will bell the cat?
Who will bear the cat? All right, that's correct. Okay, thank you guys for the answer. And that's okay. What have we learned today?
Fable.
Fables.
Fable, yes. And what's the generic structure of fable?
Orientation,
Communication,
complication,
Resolution.
and resolution. All right. And what's the characteristic of fable?
Using past tense,
Tense, yes.
time, specific character,
Yes.
action verbs, using direct speech.
Yes, specific character, action verbs, and direct speech. And for the last one, please listen to the record. And this time, please you guys answer these questions, and I will play the record.
The Fox and the Grapes. A fox one day spied a beautiful bunch of ripe grapes hanging from a vine trained along the branches of a tree. The grapes seemed ready to burst with juice, and the fox's mouth watered as he gazed longingly at them. The bunch hung from a high branch, and the fox had to jump for it. The first time he jumped he missed it by a long way. So he walked off a short distance and took a running leap at it, only to fall short once more. Again and again he tried, but in vain. Now he sat down and looked at the grapes in disgust. "What a fool I am," he said. "Here I am wearing myself out to get a bunch of sour grapes that are not worth gaping for." And off he walked very, very scornfully.
The lion
Okay. Please, you may send your answer to my via WhatsApp to my private chat. And the deadline is in 4 p.m. Yes, 4 p.m. today. Okay. I think that's all for today. Thank you for coming to my class and see you next week. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.